Radhika here. A lot of you want to do internships in finance, but the problem is you might be confused how to do one, where to find one, what kind of internship you should do, and so many more questions around it. So today I'm here to help you figure it out. In very simple terms, learning is the most important reason why you should be doing it. When I say learning, there are a couple of things. Skills, you start developing your skills only when you get to an internship. Second is you get a lot of exposure by doing an internship. You get to understand different aspects of your field. You understand what is the scope of work and so many more things. And the third and the last thing is you learn leadership skills. Once you work with a team, you understand how teams work. So when you know that you want to acquire this, that's when you decide to take up internships. Why you should not be doing an internship is when you are doing an internship just for the sake of a college project or just for a certificate. That is when you should not be doing an internship, because your main purpose is to get that certificate or complete that assignment and not focus on the learning. Second question is, when should you do an internship? In very simple words, start early, start as soon as possible. So if you are in your first year and you start today, you have 3 years to develop so many skills. And if you start your internship after 3 years, after finishing your graduation, or when you're doing an MBA, you have very limited time. So imagine a person who started in the first year, he has so many skills, versus an individual who started in the final year. I know it might be a little stressful at your end to manage work as well as your education, but that's when you actually get a competitive edge over everybody else. The third thing is what kind of internships are actually available. First is banks. Banks may you have two kinds of internships. One is customer facing, where you deal with direct customers, and the second one is the loan department. So these are the two domains where you can find internship. Second is wealth management. Now wealth management is all about personal finance, managing people's money. Third is financial analysis. Financial analysis is about analyzing companies. You need to research there, you need to figure out which company is likely to perform well and which company is not likely to perform well. Fourth is accounting and corporate finance. Basically, you deal with budgets, you deal with bookkeeping, you deal with everything that a company has to do to maintain its finance records. And the last one is startups. Now in startups, there is a wide scope of work that you might be doing. If you're working in the fintech industry, you might be dealing with tech as well as finance. So startups where the exposure is quite wide. Now the next question is whether you should be working with a larger company or a smaller company. So now, very simply, if you want to work in different departments and if you want to learn and acquire different skills, go for a startup or a small company where you are directly working with the top management or the top decision maker. On the other side, if you want to work and develop one particular skill, then try and go for a bigger company which has specific departments for everything. That is where you learn that particular skill in a lot more depth. One more thing that working with big companies brings on your resume is their brand value. So if you're working with a KPMG or a Deloitte, that adds to your profile. So when you talk about my preference, I would suggest work with smaller companies because that is where you get the maximum exposure. So now the next question is, how do you get these internships? So for that, the first thing is to figure out your interest and figure out what you want to do. Once you've done that, there are three good ways where you can actually find good internships. The first one is reaching out on portals, applying on portals. When I talk about portals, Hirect, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Indeed, Internshala, there are a lot of internship portals you can apply. The second one, use LinkedIn. Leverage the power of networking on LinkedIn. Connect with startup owners, connect with managers, connect with executives, and ask them if they have internship opportunities available. And the third one is ask around in your family, ask for recommendations. There might be good opportunities just around you. So that's how you can actually find a good internship. So the next question is, how much should we be expecting for this? What can your stipend be? So honestly, the stipends can vary very widely. It can be an unpaid internship, and from there it goes around 2 lakhs, 1 lakh, any amount, right? So what should you be doing? In very simple terms, chase learnings and not the money. If you get an internship where the learning opportunity is really high, just grab that and don't chase the money aspect. At least not in the first internships that you are looking out for. Maybe after an experience of 3-4 months or 6 months down the line, you can then negotiate basis your skills and basis the city that you are in. So to conclude, I have a few more points to add here that will really help in your internship journey. First thing is always prioritize your learning. I've said it a multiple times, but it's important. Second thing is maintain a logbook or an Excel. Every day after the internship, just write down what you've learned today. After a few months, you will have an understanding of what you've actually learned, and that will actually help you prepare your future resumes. Third thing is, whatever you're working on, try to read books, blogs, or take courses. So complement your work with education as well. That will help you grow faster. And the fourth thing is give your 100%, give your 200% in fact, because this is where this is a make or break for your career. And do take initiatives in your internship. If you've asked to do something, take initiatives, give ideas, give your 200%. So I think once you have this, you'll be set for your internship. If you have any more questions, you can always ask us in the comments. You can also suggest us video recommendations if you have any, if you want us to make videos on certain topics. And until then, do like and share, and also subscribe to our channel. We'll keep coming with good content for you guys.